Ni hao, annyeong, hello, I am the Dark Fae, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So we've figured out now that Junko is the mastermind, she has revealed herself, and we're now, I think, going to solve the mystery of what the hell happened to her memories and what is actually going on. So, here to a very shaky Makoto, and then we'll have our victory.
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
Entrance exams?
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Like how we came to the school? Thinking back to what Monokuma's told us, the memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to. The motives? Foundings.
I got it!
Okay, whew.
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all.
Oh,
Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important.
is one of these like the real Makoto, or the real Junko then? Or are these all just like aspects of her, not personality, but like roles that she gives herself?
It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
Maybe it's this one.
So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Loss? Or the theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder. Monokuma gave us those DVDs were fear. On my DVD was footage of my family. On Sayaka's was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So for the first murder, the motive was human connection.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys?
Ding, ding, ding. You got it.
Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family.
Your family.
For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
Yeah, I'll say.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay!
Oh god,
Time for the
cutesy.
next question!
Ugh,
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
I don't like cutesy Junko. For the second murder, the motive's theme was... That's when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma, the one that like stated our secret. Mine mentioned how I used to wet the bed, so the theme that time was... the past?
I got it!
Sure.
It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets!
Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily call that the past, though.
And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
Mm-hmm.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Money? Oh no. Yeah, the theme for the third murder was... The reason Celeste turned to murder was greed. She wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. So that time...
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Well, yeah, because the motive was literally a pile of money.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
I don't really like Rocker Junko either.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
To prove that like humans are not inherently good? I don't know.
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go.
But Sakura.
Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death was... What was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. Paranoia and like... betrayal. Or secrets? Betrayal.
I got it! In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see,
Oh, mushrooms are back.
once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
Sure.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't just... Nope. English, Junko also.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope.
Sure.
Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours?
Byakuya's having none of it.
Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
Mm-hmm.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
Because then you wouldn't remember all like the bad stuff that came before.
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right?
Right. That's the hope, but the reality is that there is no escape because we all agreed to live here forever.
The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
That is pretty clever.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, the DVDs prove it.
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
So then that like dream Makoto that we saw that was saying that like we shouldn't leave, like we don't want to leave, that was like remnants of our memories telling us so?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Huh? Really? Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Oh. The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
Now we're getting
So
somewhere.
something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Is it just gonna be like total apocalypse, like totally gone? Oh, the monitors. Oh my god, it's all Monokuma. Oh. What?
What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
Yeah, I don't.
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
Does that mean that like her
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
organization or whatever, like Monokuma like took over the whole world and now people are just descended into violence? We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
Wait, there's another trial? I don't know if I have another whole trial in me. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. I hope this one's shorter.
Come on, bitches, remember or die. What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
If nobody can remember anything, this is the end for all of us.
Genocide Jack's
What
memory.
choice do we have?
If I can't remember, is it all over? I mean, how could she show me something so completely incomprehensible and then just say remember? Every single one of us has lost our memory. It really is hopeless after all. No, wait, there's a chance that she hasn't forgotten. Yeah, because her memory is different.
If nobody can remember.
Cool.
No, that's wrong.
Rick.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
Yeah, sorry.
No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
But you've literally done it before to like spite us.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Uh-oh. Of course. Every time.
It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer. Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately.
For as much as Byakuya hates Toko, he sure is not hesitant to use like his influence over her.
Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
can't tell what's being blown up there. Why is it all Monokuma themed though?
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does!
Oh.
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
Of course it does! Of course I do! Okay.
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
Yeah, real quiet.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Mm-hmm.
No! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening.
Oh, so it's ongoing,
But
yeah.
it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yes, you guys keep saying that, but you don't actually specify what that entails. Like, did everyone just start murdering each other? Did somehow everyone start worshipping some Monokuma bear god and then just descend into madness? Like, what happened? What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Again.
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling.
Yeah, enough with like the whole circling logic shit.
Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it.
Okay.
I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Are they being big on purpose?
And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's the worst explanation for an apocalyptic event ever. I hate it.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Oh god, I'm agreeing with Hero.
Well, it
Oh,
just so happens I don't know any of the specifics.
okay.
Miss Rose saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
She doesn't remember.
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right?
Fine. They just don't want to give explanations, conveniently leaving out
The end
plot points.
justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
Fine.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic.
There's no need to panic.
Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Well, not if there are, you know, people being born.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
Uh-oh.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait.
Oh boy.
You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Okay.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Oh shit.
Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
Oh, fuck.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
There's that face.
I can confirm that his entire family has died. even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Oh shit.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
I do feel bad for him, even though it's Byakuya. But just to learn that like your entire family and like, you know, corporation, whatever, just gone.
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Memory gap.
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
I mean, you got here and then like ended up passed out of the desk, so then a year passed before that.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Oh, they were students for a year already and then the tragedy happened.
Huh? 2 years ago?
So they're all actually like 2 years older than they think they are.
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Oh shit. Wait, what? 2 years ago? What is that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
You never knew what was going on to begin with. Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. If what Junko says is true, if we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so, so the memories she took from us is our life at Hope's Peak.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
Damn.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not possible!
I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it, but that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe it. I want it to be impossible, but if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. Oh, making arguments again? Okay. Locker pocketbook, photo, locker notebook.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
It's not
This
true.
is all just surreal.
Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Everyone's so conflicted.
So Lucker notebook to refute Hero saying we haven't gone to any classes.
2 years worth of memory. I could never lose something like.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or any. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why is my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
Wuzza?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that.
Your handwriting?
This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Then what did their families like think of them just being like sequestered in this school? They just like accept the fact that they're like these students, like my son or sister or brother, whatever, is gonna be safe, and then I don't know.
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
We never had funerals for any of the students who died.
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago.
Damn.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down.
I still want to know what happened and how.
You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game.
To the killing game, or to just live here and then you made the killing game?
And there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
Uh-oh.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves. I'm sick of expositioning all this shit.
Yeah,
Figure out what?
but also that.
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart. Is she talking about the moment where we must have lost our memories? I can only think of one time. Just after I sat in the main hall for the first time, and that was when I fainted.
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this
When I
happening.
first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right?
Sure.
And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that?
Uh-huh.
I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assume not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
That's wild.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
Still don't believe that they have the
You got
science
it,
to do
honey.
that, but okay.
2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
Did her sister also have her memory wiped or no?
But by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school.
Sad.
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated.
That's better royally fucked up.
What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
What?
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
Cool. The ultimate despair. All mankind.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay?
Okay.
Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst.
Oh.
Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity.
Still not gonna say how or why or...
The biggest, most awful.
Yeah, okay.
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
So it was just like a worldwide massacre that was caused because of some sort of Monokuma, I don't know, cult?
What are you?
Or I guess like maybe the despair, like the ultimate despair organization like weeded their way into the world and eventually like overthrew it and convinced people to start killing each other? Who knows?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history. And the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it, and now the entire world has fallen into despair.
in other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story.
Okay.
Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors.
How?
The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
Only 16 students.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once! So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter! That's right! It was transformed into to a shelter.
I thought she said she'd only say it once.
I said it twice.
Okay.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
The headmaster.
Do any of you know who that might have been?
The one who turned Hope's beak. The Prime Minister.
I got it! Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us.
Oh, probably because Kyoko was part of that class too.
To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise, to say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes.
But like, how would that be sustained? Like, where does all like the food and the supplies and all that come from if the world is actually ending?
If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
I don't think 16 or 15, I guess, students is enough.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the
Oh.
windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Oh, funny.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Alright, yeah.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Only let us live? So we could go around killing each other?
Oh, damn.
Is that what you're saying?
That's even darker if, like, it wasn't by chance that they survived, which I doubt it would be, because some of them, like, the odds of them surviving are pretty slim.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because they're fucked up.
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
In the world.
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope.
Like our family and friends, or are they dead too?
So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
What the mastermind did? Well, he broadcast it. Oh, I gotta make an argument? Oh no, it's Hangman's Gambit. Broadcast? No. Hijack. Gotcha.
Now I understand. You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Is Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Oh, really?
Are you serious? But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around
Oh,
the school
shit.
ground, I had
yeah.
no problem expelling them.
There are like a bunch of Gatling guns and crap. Is that what the tank is from?
Expelled them? I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
Damn.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Yeah, wow. Like used as like a symbol to crush up, but also as like bait to lure out like remaining survivors. Whew.
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
Oh damn.
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Were they actually friends?
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured
Yeah.
you'd despair even
I
more
wouldn't
when
have
you
believed
found
it.
out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial.
Wait, so she wants to be executed?
If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking
No. Truth, full of despair. That's
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've
kill people for no reason.
been murdering each other for nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
Whoa.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything. Just help me.
You really think she's gonna help anyone?
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
See, Hero, you're a travesty.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Oh. She...
Huh?
Wait, is this her? Just her? Straight up?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself.
Fair, you can doctor videos.
So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
Schrodinger's Pusheen? No, Pusheen's always alive and fluffy.
If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure.
Can we just take a peek?
Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Can we just like take out one of the metal sheets on the windows and look out?
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them!
Ooh.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge
Well,
in
you
the right
killed
direction.
Mokuro.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
Why? Yeah.
Talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished.
What?
If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this!
Why would anybody vote for Hope, though?
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
What?
You mean, we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Oh, I see.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
Okay, there were some parts where I was thinking, like, she's not really that, like, intricate or intimidating kind of a mastermind, but no, it's pretty good. The setup here, at least, where voting for Hope means that you would live here forever, but voting to punish despair would mean going out into the outside world where it's apocalyptic.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb!
Oh.
Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all!
True.
So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
And how do we decide who that would be?
You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
I know who I want it to be.
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down!
Well, of course it's gonna be Makoto.
Makoto, you're up!
See?
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
Damn.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
Stock up on supplies.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
But if she gets punished, how is she gonna force us out?
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished?
I don't think any of them would actually do that, though. I don't think anyone is that selfish enough to be Akiya, but he just got hit with the bomb that his whole family is dead.
Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
No, I don't have faith in my friends, is what it sounded
It's
like.
okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
Oh no.
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Oof.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
Are we gonna vote or what?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
Oh, she's back to her usual self?
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with.
Okay, the constant changing of voices and personalities was like giving me whiplash.
It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. That's not really living at all. Oh, I gotta do a thing. I gotta make my argument. Uh-oh. Group photo, maybe? We haven't used the photo of Kyoko and the headmaster
We
yet,
won't give
though.
up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy. By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here
It's because of that giant
is
machine.
thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Mm-hmm.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
Okay.
All of you
One of
will
the
have to
dots.
leave.
I guess I have to do it one by one.
You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
I can't refute Kyoko. There is no hope left in the world. When you sleep, it's on a bed of despair. The world is in despair. You are in despair. If I don't do I can't just let it go. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna be consumed by despair. But... You claim there's no hope left in the world, but if despair is contagious like you say, then so is hope. I'll use my own hope to plant seeds of hope inside everyone else.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Understood.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Come on, hero.
Don't lose hope now.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
I'm surprised that that's coming from him.
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here.
Okay.
The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Alright, cool. Next.
We won't give up.
I see.
As
I'm
long
gonna
as
give
there's
everyone hope.
We'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
I've decided.
by the way,
I have faith in
the air
myself.
outside is
Oh.
totally polluted. You know.
It changes.
The only reason we're okay in here
Is thanks to the air.
Come on, Hina.
Don't lose hope now.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
Oh.
You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right?
Sort of?
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say.
Okay.
Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up.
Alright, next.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
if I were to die.
That would be the end.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way,
The air outside, the only reason
See what Hina says.
Say whatever you want. I've made my
if I die,
The purifiers was, in other words,
the communal life
you've all been living.
Don't
Togo?
lose hope now.
I mean, she's kind of crazy
I
anyway.
don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
Right?
Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up.
Byakuya, you got some hope in
As
you?
long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
if I were to die,
That would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want.
if I die,
The pure, in other words, the
communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love.
Alright.
All of you will have to leave.
You'll have to go into the world outside.
We're only
Alright, Byakuya, come on then.
Don't lose hope now.
Why'd you turn away?
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
Figured it's worth a shot.
Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Alright,
But
good for you.
don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Okay.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive.
There you go.
So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Kyoko's
if I were
last?
to die,
But her ...
that
wasn't...
would be the end of Hope's
Oh, maybe you can't do it until you've done everybody's.
The only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
we're only
I already said I would claim the Mastermind's life, by whatever means
So
necessary.
shaky.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Kyoko.
Don't lose hope now.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand?
I
Could it
guess.
be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair.
Oh.
You came here to confront despair without ever giving up.
Makoto has said that like his only like redeeming quality is that he like continues forward, right?
And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
Oh. It's a little cheesy, but oh.
What the hell are you?
Oh. I'm a truth bullet now.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip!
You just said the word unhip, so really who's the uncool one here?
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
I'm not any kind of elite anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. But it's still... Is it bullet time battle? The moment of truth. Oh. Oh god.
You suck! What do you want? So uncool! You dare to stand against us?
I can't deal with nega time.
It's a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy
Oh, shit.
ends here.
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
I can't tell when my
Suck.
focus
What do you
gauge is.
want? So uncool.
You're unbearable.
It's not working
Hope
though.
is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless. Suffer from despair.
Oh, I got it. Whew. That was scary.
Despair into
Hope keeps on going.
Hope keeps on going. I thought I messed that up. Because it seemed like it wasn't clicking. Anyways.
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away.
Who said anything about getting bored?
I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
See?
What's going on? What's happening?
Oh, it's done. This was a lot. I got an A. Yeah.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Monokuma vote. I can't believe we're like at the end of the game.
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko. Oh god, I gotta voice act again.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way!
Well, that's just...
It can't be! I don't know what voice to give her. You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
But there's no use trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Oh. Yeah, I think she's like excited to face an execution.
So this is despair.
We came to this school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now
To come this far and fail at the very end
true despair.
is the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now
Don't you see? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is my first and last colossal despair, here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste of the highest grade despair, the utter failure of my dreams.
True despair.
I'm so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
So are you prepared to admit defeat? You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the best!
Outside is only despair. Inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. Everyone.
Hey,
You said that despair is as contagious as any disease,
however,
but the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko!
No.
Stop it, stop! I hate those faces you're making. To see those awful looks cause me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
Fine, let me say just one last thing. If you guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned, from this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide. Maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we—
It's fine.
Shut up, shut up. That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
it can't be.
Do you really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to—
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. Man, this is, oh. It's highlighting some mental health issues that she may have. All I want now is to taste that despair of death that you only get once in life. So,
Don't get in my way!
oh gosh, look at that face.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful.
Okay.
Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair.
She kind of sounds like Toko.
I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth.
Voice-wise. Oh gosh, okay, well,
Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last.
she got them crazy eyes.
Let's give it everything we've got.
Okay, I just
Punishment
don't want to look at this anymore. Okay. Oh wow, they just go walk together. It's not even being dragged. That's a cool touch. Whoa. Oh. The ultimate punishment. The 1,000 blows. Oh, like she's gonna get every punishment. The cage of death. The burning of the Versailles witch. Excavator destroyer. Blast off. After school lesson. God, she's so happy. Well, shit. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over. The end. Do we get like an epilogue? It's like the Monokuma hair tie present. I kind of want hair ties like this in real life. That'd be cool. I will save. Just the prologue. Sure. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye, Despair High School epilogue. Okay. I don't know how long the epilogue's gonna be. We'll just continue. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But in the end...
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence. They're not, like, prepared for an apocalypse.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
But is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words...
I will force you out. She said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But
you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
It's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
But... yes. But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about.
My beautiful scissors!
If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam 'em up so far up. Oh. Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? Then that means me and Master can get married? And then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby?
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
Don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
but...
It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks...
for serious?
Maybe when we get out there, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
in other words...
Is this still being broadcast, I wonder? The act of searching for hope, to try and find it. That by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
Am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
You got it.
Well, my first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there.
Hey.
And what are you going to do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts? Bushins, cover your ears.
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world. I don't know if I want a hero in charge of remaking the world.
Could it be?
That's my hope, alright? You do you.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakure's life story is about to begin.
Woo!
Thanks, Ina. You've totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space buddy, you're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. Oh. If we can get out there and do something, have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us, and we're so small. So what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything, okay. Here we go.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura.
Oh.
But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
I mean, you don't have to say goodbye to each other. Your chances of survival are maybe higher if you stick together? I don't know.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know.
Oh, he does have a heart.
I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Ugh. Sure, we'll go with that. It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The door began to open, with my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. Oh. Thought it was gonna gun us down for a second. It's not gonna show us what the outside is like, huh? Why does it look like there's a sun just like imploding? Whew. All right. That's the end of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. You guys should be really glad you're not seeing the face of the sun that's in the corner, because my gosh. Well, I guess it's kind of like the flowers. Well, I really enjoyed this game. I really liked the style of it. The writing, it's an older game, I think, so like the writing and like some of the voice acting's a little bit like outdated and like stale, and I got kind of annoyed with like the Dora the Explorer moments where it was like, can you spot the difference, when they literally had just told us like the difference. But this was really cool. It kind of reminds me of a bit of like Phoenix Wright games, or like I guess not quite like Professor Layton. I always put Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright together. But there's also a sequel and a second and third game on PC on Steam, so maybe I'll play those too. Maybe I'll take a break a little bit from Danganronpa, like the series in general, but let me know down in the comments below if you want to see me play those as well. Curious to know if they're like a continuous story or if it's like a new setting. I guess they never really answered like what happened to the headmaster though, right? We know he died, but like how? There's a lot that I wish they did explain, like what the tragedy actually is or how it came about. And then yeah, like what happened in like the transition between like the headmaster setting up the safe haven of Hope's Peak to Junko and Mukuro turning it into a killing game. But yeah, otherwise I really enjoyed it. Overlooking some of like the plot holes, I guess. Oh, I mean, what can you do? It's a game, it's a visual novel. I'm curious if there's anything after the credits. I mean, overall, the story came together pretty cohesively. It wasn't like there was any, you know, super convenient piece of evidence or like event that like suddenly happened that made the answer very convenient. I do like that it was like kind of premeditated from the beginning. I still think Junko was the most interesting character out of all of them. And I kind of wish that we got to like see more of her. Also, who was that in the beginning? Oh, that was the headmaster. Duh. Okay, I solved my own question. At the very beginning, like the person who got sent up in the rocket was the headmaster. Damn. Yeah, so she got... I don't know why I didn't recognize that sooner. I do wonder though if Junko and Mukuro were actually... No, they weren't actually friends though, right? They were just classmates and she saw like how they got along with each other and singled them out. Alright. Oh, Monokuma. There is something at the end.
Interesting.
What? How is he still talking?
Things are getting very interesting indeed.
What?
Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear.
True, but you're also not being controlled solely by a person?
I am Monokuma, and I am this school's headmaster.
What? Got an item. You received the Easter egg present. All's well that ends, sure, I'll save it. I'm gonna save it the last one because I don't actually need this one. Okay. Well, that is the end of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for notifications for when I put out new videos. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next game, maybe. Bye!